Hi there, my name's Carl Waratini. I'm the founder of Prosper Professional Coaching and also the creator of Maximise Your Business Strategies for Success. What I'd like to share with you in this little video is just 6 of my favourite strategies. 6 strategies that you can implement in your business to take it to a whole new level. You know, one of the things that I've learned over time is that solopreneurs or owners of small businesses, they're continually getting tripped up or stumped or confronted with many challenges and frustrations which sort of like hamstring their progression. And what I want to share with you in this little video is, I guess, these 6 strategies which I'm going to show you one at a time on how they can actually help take your business from maybe good to that whole new level of being great. Now, that's a bit of a cliche, I know, but these strategies I'm going to share, they've actually stood the test of time. They've been used by my mentors and people I've been following for the last 10 or 12 or so years, and the strategies that I've been using with my clients over the last 10 or so years as well. Now, the challenge that I have straight off the bat here is that these strategies I'm going to share with you, they're so simple that you may not actually think they're any good. And what I've found over the years is that some of the simplest strategies are the ones that actually are the most effective. And so there is a real danger here, is that as I reveal these strategies to you, is that because they're so simple and they're easy to do, it means they're also so simple that they're easy not to do. So I just want you to hang in there. I just want you to have trust in the process and maybe just be open to what it is I'm going to share with you. These are strategies that not only I teach, I've embraced them myself and I use them personally to help me to take my business. I mean, when I started out in this business development space some 10 years ago, I was probably like you. I was thinking about getting out there and creating this awesome business for myself, wanting to be the master of my own ship. I wanted to create this business where I had this awesome life balance, or this work-life balance, as other people might refer to it as. And so I had all this burning desire and this passion and this enthusiasm, and I knew that I wanted to achieve these great things and have all this freedom. Have this freedom of financial freedom, have this time freedom, and so on. And we have this beautiful vision of what it is we want to create, but sometimes as we start off on this journey, little things come along for the ride that we didn't really count on. Little new responsibilities come along. We have to go from the struggle of finding our first client or our first customer, making our first $100 or making our first $1,000. I remember when I first started out in business and I engaged a business coach for myself. I thought, well, if I'm going to be offering business coaching, then I should at least have one myself, live what I teach, etc., and practice what I preach. So when I worked with my coach, the first thing he asked me, he says, well, what do you want to create? And I said, that's a pretty good question. Get clear about what it is you want to create first of all. Well, you might be like me. I talked about wanting to create a business where I was my own boss, I could be the master of my own ship, and I could control my destiny. And my vision for myself when I started off some 10 years ago is I had a vision to keep my Fridays free. I was climbing the corporate ladder. I'd been in management and leadership for over a 15-year time since I left school, and I was doing big hours. And then my life circumstances changed, where I started a family and things, and all of a sudden my priorities changed, and I wanted to have a wee bit more life balance. I wanted to get away from all the long hours and the big travel up and down the country and so on, and I wanted to see my kids grow up. And I guess that was the point in my life where I made that decision to cut that cord, from my corporate career and start on this journey of being a solopreneur. So these strategies are ones that I started out with some 10 years ago, and the ones I'm teaching today. And they will stand the test of time. They won't be just a flash in the pan. They're not just a fad. So I'm just going to get straight into it now and just share with you the 6 top strategies that can help you maximize your business. And as I might have mentioned earlier, these are strategies that aren't going to cost any money. You don't need to be concerned that it's going to burn a hole in your pocket. These are strategies that don't cost you a cent. And as I mentioned, they're simple to do, but they're also simple not to do. So just I suggest get a pen and paper out and just start following through these lessons. The first lesson this first strategy I want to share with you is this strategy of reflection. And you might be thinking, well, what is this thing of reflection? What's it all about? Well, reflection is a process that I go through. Every single week I do a mini reflection, and then every 90 days I go through a large reflection. And you might be sitting there looking at this and saying, yeah, well, what does reflection mean? So what about reflection being a strategy? Well, have you ever wondered what's gone on in the past as far as your progress is concerned. Have you ever bothered to look back and see, well, what has gone on in the past that's worked well? Have you ever taken the time to stand still and look back in the past and look at the things that didn't go quite so well? And this little tip here in the strategy, which we're going to go deeper into further video lessons, is all about getting out of the insanity trap. It's all about avoiding that age-old thing of doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. So this number one strategy here, or this first strategy I want to share with you, is all about learning from the past, learning about what went well, learning about what went wrong. Right now, you may not be thinking that makes a whole lot of difference, but with all the clients that I've shared this with, this is actually one of the most powerful ones because it helps them to get out of that insanity trap. It helps them to celebrate and acknowledge those good things, but it also helps them to take the learnings of the things that didn't go quite so well. This next little strategy I'm going to share with you over here is this one of assessment. Now, when we're an owner of a vehicle, for example, I'll use that as an analogy. We all own a vehicle of some sort. Some of us might own a bike. Some of us might travel by bus, But if we're just using the example of an automobile, here in New Zealand we have to get our car certified every 6 or 12 months depending on the age of it. And the whole purpose of that is to see that it's going to be safe, that it's going to be in roadworthy condition for us to at least travel safely. And what we do is when we take our car in for a warrant of fitness or a certificate of fitness, for example, they have a big checklist and they go through a whole little series of things around the roadworthiness of our vehicle. And that's for our benefit, it's for the benefit of other motorists as well. And so they go through an assessment. What I'd like to share with you in some upcoming videos is how you can do an assessment of your business in about a quarter of an hour's time or less, and you can do it just with one piece of paper and a pen. Again, all these strategies I'm going to share with you, they're very, very simple, but they're very, very effective as well. That's one of the things one of my philosophies is to keep it as simple as possible. So I'm going to share with you in some upcoming videos on how you can assess your business on its strengths, on its weaknesses. It's not a SWOT analysis, it's something totally different, but you'll have the exact clarity around what's working well, what's not, and what are the hidden gems and opportunities in your business that you can maximize to create greater profits and greater fulfillment in your life. This third little strategy that I'm going to be talking about in upcoming videos is about creating an inspiring vision. You might remember when I first started out on this video, I shared about my vision of what it is I wanted to create for my business. What is it that I wanted my business to provide me and my family? What is it that I wanted it to stand for? And so this is a strategy that I want to share with you that helps you to re-engage that passion, re-engage with that spark, re-engage that enthusiasm that you had when you first started out in business. And if you're just starting out, you've probably got that energy and enthusiasm, and you've probably got awesome clarity around what it is you want, but you may not necessarily have what it's going to take, which is some of these next strategies on how to actually get there. So I'm going to be sharing with you on how you can actually create an inspiring vision, which is going to keep you motivated, it's going to keep you inspired, it's going to keep you enthused about creating that really brightness of future. This fourth little strategy that I'm going to be revealing to you is all about goals. Yes, it's very, very simple, but you'll be amazed about how many people I come across in business or just in everyday life that don't actually grasp this concept of goals. Now, there's some little criteria around goals. There's some things around time frames, and there's a little checklist that I've created to help goals actually be more effective, more purposeful, and more, urgent, I suppose. And there's some things that I'm going to share with you when I go through the video on goals, which are going to help you just to propel forward with great enthusiasm, with great traction, and awesome momentum. So make sure you look out for that particular video around goals. My fifth strategy that I want to share with you is, now that we've created some goals, is to now create a plan. And so I'm going to teach you some strategies and some ways where we go deeper in developing a plan on how you can actually now get traction with these goals. So that plan is the secret part. You might have heard of the quote from Peter Drucker, who says the best way to predict the future is to create it. And once we've done all that, we need a plan to actually get there. So look out for the video that's going to be talking about planning your success of achieving these goals. The sixth little strategy I want to share with you is this one of measuring our progress, or measure your progress. If we keep on doing what we've always done, we'll keep on getting what we've already got, as we've talked about, the insanity trap of reflection. But if we're not measuring our progress, then how do we know how we're going? You know, for example, if my goal is to achieve a certain level of fitness and I'm not measuring, how do I know how well I'm going? So this is a simple strategy, but when you're really clear about measuring the right things in your business, the things that really matter, the things that are going to drive more profit and more fulfillment, once you know what those things are, what the things are that you should be measuring, it makes a massive difference. You know, it ties in with the little principle of what you measure, you can manage. It ties in with the same thing of what you measure gets done. But most importantly, what you measure improves. You know, in sports, they're all over this measuring progress. You know, half time in a ball game or in a game of rugby or soccer or football or basketball, all these stats come up, you know, meters gained, how many shots and percentages and all those sorts of things. And because they're measuring them, they can improve them. So there you have it, you know, just as a quick little snapshot, these are the 6 strategies to help to maximize your business. I'm going to be going deeper into these in these upcoming videos. All you need to do is to leave me your name and your email address, and what I'll do is I'll be going through each one of these in more detail, and they're all for the purpose of helping you to maximize your business. You know, I've got a passion to help solopreneurs and owners of small businesses have their businesses serving them better. You know, it's one thing to take the plunge and to start a business. It's the other one to have the commitment, but not only that, it's to have some tools, it's to have some principles, it's to have some processes, it's to have some way of actually achieving the success that you deserve. You know, if you've made that commitment to get into business or to start one or to take it to another level, you know, you owe it to yourself to glean some of these little tips here to help you to get the most out of it. And it's my mission, it's my purpose to serve you by coming up with these strategies and presenting it in a way that's going to be meaningful for you. So just leave your name and your email, and be sure to click on each one of these video lessons as they're revealed to you, and take notes. You know, one thing I've been a big fan of is taking notes and you know, replaying it and going forward. But these are all simple strategies. As I said at the start, they're simple to do, which also means they're simple not to do. So there you have it. There's the 6 strategies. Leave your name and email. I'll look forward to seeing you on the other side. In the meantime, all the best to your success. Follow your passion, follow your purpose, and don't worry, the prosperity will come. That's all.